Good morning, everyone. In today's session, we will suppose to revise our first unit and the second unit. In first unit, the name of first unit was the Introduction to Electronics, in which we have seen electronics. It is comprising of all the technologies, like it is having physics, it is having lots of applications with emission and the flow of electrons. So we have seen that in 1947, at Bell Laboratory, transistor was get discovered. After that, we have seen as MOSFET is compact as compared to the BJT, and it is giving low power applications. That's why we are using MOSFET in most of applications. So if you see our day-to-day life, it is comprising of number of electronic devices we are using in our day-to-day life. After that, we have seen the impact of electronics in industry and a society, in which we have seen as electronics is consist of various aspects. There are number of industry in our society which are using the electronic devices. If you see consumer electronics, these are the products which we are using every day. Most often, if you see in our day to day life, we are using electronics for entertainment as well. We are using electronics for the communication purpose also. So we can say in our industry, from radio broadcasting to PC, telephones, calculator, all these are using the electronic devices. Then we have seen the introduction of active and the passive components. Active means what? Which are able to amplify and control the value of signal. And the passive, which are not able to amplify or control the signal. Resistor, inductor, capacitor, which we are using in electrical engineering, these are nothing but the passive. Active means what? Which are able to amplify the value. Matlab, you can say transistor, diode, LEDs, flip-flop, logic gates, all these which we are supposed to see in our basic electronics engineering. These all are nothing but the active components. And as we are saying, these are able to amplify the value of voltage or current. That's why this will require the source of energy. But passive component को क्या होता है, energy source नहीं लगता है. So these are the passive resistor, inductor and the capacitor. Then we have seen the classification of material. If you see here in the diagram, there is a one correction. The diagram which here I have drawn in the semiconductor, it is the insulator, because what we are saying in the insulator, forbidden gap between conduction and valence band will be larger, but as compared to that in semiconductor it will be small forbidden gap. मतलब ये जो डायग्राम है सेमीकंडक्टर और इंसुलेटर में, सेमीकंडक्टर में क्या होता है, जो गैप होता है द फॉरबिडन गैप दैट विल बी स्मॉल, बट इंसुलेटर में ज्यादा होता है. दैट्स व्हाई इट विल not allow to flow the current. Here what we are saying here, there are three types of the materials: conductor, semiconductor, insulator. Conductor, which will allow to flow the current easily. Semi, it is in between conductor and the insulator. It will allow but it will resist also. And insulator, which will not allow, there will be larger amount of forbidden gap in the valence and the conduction band. But if you see in the conductor, there is a overlapping in the conduction and the valence band. So there is no forbidden gap. You can write here no forbidden gap. You can write in the semiconductor small forbidden gap, and in third you can write large forbidden gap. Instead of this diagram, you can write that also. After that, what we have seen here, the types of the semiconductor. There are mainly two types, intrinsic, extrinsic. Intrinsic matlab pure. You can take silicon, germanium. In extrinsic, impure. When we are supposed to adding impurities in the pure semiconductor, that process we can say as the doping. And that semiconductor we will say as an extrinsic. It is divided into two types, N type, P type. N means if we are adding pentavalent impurity with the pure silicon, you can add phosphorus. In trivalent, if we are adding trivalent impurity with the pure silicon, we can say that as a P type semiconductor. You can take example boron, or you can take example as a aluminium 283 or 23 boron. After that, we have seen here, if we are taking one P type semiconductor with N type, these are all things which I have written here. Only I have given how we will form P type and how we will form N type. In short, I have already told trivalent मतलब क्या होता है, if we are adding वन एटम जिसका वैलेंसी 3 है, मतलब वो ट्राइवैलेंट, प्लस प्योर सिलिकॉन जिसका वैलेंसी है 4, दैट वी आर सेइंग एज अ पी टाइप. एंड एन टाइप मतलब क्या होता है, जिसमें हम जिसका वैलेंसी वो एटम का वैलेंसी 5 है, लास्ट सेल में 5 है, और सिलिकॉन को ऐड कर रहे हैं, तो उसको हम बोलेंगे एन टाइप. आफ्टर दैट वी आर सपोज टू सी ड्रिफ्ट करंट एंड डिफ्यूजन करंट, the currents in the semiconductor. The current which is flowing in the semiconductor, that is arising because of flow of electron that is arising because of the motion of charge carrier in both conduction as well as in the valence bond. And here the current, it is composed of two currents. These are nothing but diffusion and the drift current. They will ask one question on diffusion or the drift current. So diffusion current means what? The current which is caused because of diffusion of a charge carrier. It is very simple. मतलब diffusion of charge carrier मतलब क्या? Diffusion of electron and the holes. Diffusion of the मतलब transport of the charge carrier, movement of the charge carrier. क्योंकि क्या होता है, हम वन पी टाइप वन एन टाइप लेते हैं तो क्या होता है, पी के होल्स एन में एंटर करते हैं, एन के इलेक्ट्रॉन पी में, तो वो जो करंट फ्लो होता है उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, यू कैन से अ डिफ्यूजन. And if you see here, we are saying this is the current which is due to transport of charge carrier because of non-uniform concentration. They will give the blank space. You are supposed to understand, if there is non-uniform concentration, only at that time this charge carrier will move, and that current we will say as the diffusion. What does mean by drift? In contrast, drift current is due to the motion of charge carrier, but it is because of the force exerted on them by electric field. मतलब यदि हम इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड दे रहे हैं, एट दैट टाइम यदि मूवमेंट हो रहा है इलेक्ट्रॉन और होल्स का, तो जो करंट क्रिएट होगा उसको हम बोलेंगे ड्रिफ्ट. बट हम इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड नहीं दे रहे हैं, फिर भी इलेक्ट्रॉन और होल का मूवमेंट हो के करंट क्रिएट हो रहा है, तो उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, डिफ्यूजन. सो दिस इज द मेजर डिफरेंस बिटवीन ड्रिफ्ट एंड द डिफ्यूजन. If anyone is facing any issue regarding any topic, you can ask. Okay. You can unmute and you can ask. Otherwise, you can put the message also. After that, we have seen if we are taking one P type with one N type, we are saying that as a PN junction diode. This is the symbol anode and the cathode. You can see here all this construction already I have explained. In the second diagram, what we are doing, only we are giving the external power supply. And the process of giving external power supply to the diode, that we can say as the biasing. Biasing. And first जो है diode without bias. सिर्फ एक P type एक N type रखा है. तो can anyone tell me from you the current which will be created in the first diagram, that will be the diffusion or the drift current? Is there anyone from you? Obviously it will be the diffusion. Why? Because we are not giving any external field. And if we are giving external field in the diagram B, we can say that as the drift current. And diffusion current का reason क्या है? Non-uniform concentration of the charge carrier. So you can see here what we are saying here. If we are saying in the unbiased current, you will get the diffuse from one side to another, and that current, the current which will flow because of movement of charge carrier, that we will say as the diffuse current. So here we can see here, if the one p-type semiconductor is attaching with one n-type, the holes will go through the n-type and they will leave behind negative ion. An electron will enter into p-type, they will leave behind positive ion. The region of negative and positive ion we can say as the depletion region, due to which there will be introduction of the electric field, and वो जो voltage create होता है उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? That voltage we will say as a barrier potential. जो वोल्टेज ये डिप्लीशन रीजन की वजह से क्रिएट होगा, निगेटिव और पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल की वजह से क्रिएट होगा, वो आयन की वजह से, उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? बैरियर पोटेंशियल. So after that we have seen forward biasing, reverse biasing. If we are giving positive terminal of battery to the anode, negative terminal of battery to the cathode, we will say forward biasing. You can see here the forward characteristics diagram. What we can say, when we will give voltage to the diode, forward biasing to the diode, at some time there will be no amount of current will flow, but when given voltage will reaches greater than threshold voltage, they will ask these values. So threshold voltage or a barrier potential for for silicon is 0.7, and for germanium its value is 0.3. So when the value of given supplied voltage will become greater than 0.3 or 0.7 volt, at that time value of current increases rapidly with given voltage. And if they are asking the value of current at barrier potential will be increasing, decreasing, zero, none of these or all of these. At barrier potential its value you can see at point A, its value क्या है? 0. बैरियर पोटेंशियल से ज्यादा होगा तब उसका वैल्यू बढ़ेगा, उसके इक्वल होने तक उसका वैल्यू 0 रहेगा. ओके, नाउ रिवर्स बायसिंग. व्हाट वी कैन से इन द रिवर्स बायसिंग? एग्जैक्टली वाइस वर्सा. यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे? निगेटिव टर्मिनल ऑफ बैटरी वी विल कनेक्ट टू द एनोड, पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल ऑफ बैटरी वी विल कनेक्ट टू द कैथोड. At that time the width of depletion region will go to increase, barrier potential value will go to increase, and the value of current will go to decrease. Why? क्योंकि हम क्या कर रहे हैं? यहाँ पे निगेटिव सप्लाई दे रहे हैं. So this current is because of the minority charge carrier. और फॉरवर्ड बायसिंग में जो था वो क्या था? The current is because of the majority charge carrier. So here we can say, as the value of reverse voltage will increases, the value of current will increases for very short time and it is very less. After that value of current will be constant, only value of voltage will reaches. And when value of voltage will reaches to the reverse breakdown voltage, at that time the value of current, reverse current, will increases. You can see here. After that we have seen diode as a switch. We can use diode as switch only. We cannot use diode as amplifier. If we want to use diode as on switch, we will require diode with forward bias. And हमें यदि डायोड एज ऑफ स्विच यूज करना है तो यू कैन सी जो डायग्राम यू कैन सी हियर, एनोड का एक टर्मिनल निगेटिव को कनेक्ट करेंगे, एक टर्मिनल हम यदि पॉजिटिव को कनेक्ट करेंगे बैटरी के. इफ वी आर गिविंग निगेटिव सप्लाई टू द एनोड, वी कैन यूज डायोड एज रिवर्स बायस. मतलब we can use diode as open switch, or you can say diode as off switch. After that, we have seen half wave rectifier. Half wave rectifier, which will consist of power supply, step down transformer, one diode, and one resistor. It will give value of current and voltage, output current and the output voltage only in half cycle. Only in half cycle. This is exactly the same construction as फॉरवर्ड बायसिंग ऑफ अ डायोड. ओनली व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस, यहाँ पे हमने ट्रांसफॉर्मर यूज किया है. रिमेनिंग डायग्राम यू कैन सी एग्जैक्टली सेम विद द फॉरवर्ड बायसिंग. इफ वी आर सेइंग हियर operation of half wave rectifier, you are supposed to see for positive half cycle, negative half cycle. Negative half cycle में क्या हो जाएगा, diode will become reverse bias, so you will not get any amount of current. You can see the waveform. After that, we have seen this, all these things we will see in the differentiation, half wave, full wave, and the center tap. We are not having that much time because already all this syllabus we have seen thoroughly. Now you can see here, फुल वेव, इन विच व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू हाफ वेव. यहाँ पे जो ट्रांसफॉर्मर है, यहाँ पे कौन सा यूज करेंगे हम, हियर वी विल यूज सेंटर टैप. फर्स्ट इसमें कौन सा यूज किया था, हाफ वेव. वहां पे एक डायोड था, यहाँ पे दो डायोड है. हाफ वेव विल गिव ओनली output current, output voltage only in half cycle. Full wave rectifier will give output voltage and output current in full cycle. क्योंकि एक हाफ साइकिल में फर्स्ट डायोड वर्किंग है, एक हाफ साइकिल में सेकेंड डायोड वर्किंग है. सो यू विल गेट हियर आउटपुट लाइक दिस. यू विल गेट आउटपुट फॉर होल साइकिल. यू कैन सी only value of voltage, load voltage, output voltage will be higher as compared to the load current, because according to Ohm's law, V equal to I into R, resistance into current. That's why you will get its value higher. After that, we are supposed to see about bridge rectifier. You can see here the diagram, how we are using here 4 diode in the form of bridge, and which transformer we are using here, again step down. Here if you see, in any half cycle, positive or negative, 2 diode will work. So here also the same waveform which we got for the full wave, the same, only जो लिखा है मैंने वर्ड, करंट बिकॉज ऑफ D1 एंड D2, वहां पे सिर्फ करंट थ्रू D1. सेकेंड डायग्राम करंट थ्रू D2 था वहां पे, बट यहाँ पे करंट थ्रू D3 एंड D4, बिकॉज हियर एट अ टाइम वी आर यूजिंग 4 डायोड, so at a time 2 diode will work. So these are the waveform. Now you can see here the differences between half wave, full wave, and the bridge. Half wave is DC value is Im by pi, full wave 2Im by pi, bridge 2Im by pi. After that, you can see its maximum load voltage, RMS load current, all these already we have seen how to derive these values. They will ask 2 to 3 questions on these. At least 2 questions in exam also they will ask on this table, and in your prelim also. So you are supposed to remember all these, how you will get these values. If it is going lengthy and it is not understanding for you, you can remember directly these values, because this time you are supposed to go for the MCQ. But only what are the definitions, what does mean by transformer utilization factor, what does mean by peak inverse voltage, these things you will not get again to learn. That's why you are supposed to understand these here only. Okay, now after that we have seen the special diodes. There are different diodes. Zener, जो हमने अभी तक पढ़ा, PN only we can use as switch. So here if you see Zener diode, the best application of Zener diode is a, can anyone tell me? I am giving you 4 options. The best application of Zener diode is, first is full wave rectifier, second is voltage regulator, third is clipper, and fourth is all of these. Can anyone tell me the best application of Zener diode? Is there anyone? Yes, of course, it will be voltage regulator. Huh. So what we can say, Zener diode based application is a voltage regulator, and you can see the underlined words are the very important, because here the reverse breakdown voltage we can adjust from 3 volt to 200. That's why we are using Zener diode as a reverse breakdown voltage. And here, if you see, Zener diode will work in the reverse biasing, because it's forward biasing exactly same as pn junction. रिवर्स बायसिंग वहां पे भी ऐसा ही डायग्राम था रिवर्स का, बट ओनली ये जो मैंने वी आर वी जेड के यहाँ से ये जो कंटिन्यूअसली एक रेक्टेंगल के जैसे ब्लॉक किया है, व्हाई? बिकॉज हियर इन दैट रीजन आईजेड मिनिमम से आईजेड मैक्सिमम तक ये जो वोल्टेज है उसका वैल्यू कांस्टेंट है, बट वहां पे वोल्टेज कांस्टेंट नहीं था, थोड़ा सा वहां पे वोल्टेज का वैल्यू बढ़ रहा था, बट यहाँ पे वोल्टेज कांस्टेंट है. At constant voltage you will get the increment in current. That's why we are using Zener diode as a voltage regulator. After that, we have seen there are two mechanisms you will get in the Zener diode. There will be one question on this mechanism. You are supposed to understand Zener and as well as avalanche. Zener means what? If you see here, the Zener breakdown is observed when the value of Zener voltage is less than 5 volt, or it is in between 5 to 8 volt. And here the intense electric field is strong to pull some of valence electron. मतलब क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे, the current which will flow because of movement of valence electron, and here you will get large number of free electron, which will give us large amount of reverse current, which we don't require. Reverse current we don't require, but it is occurring, and that region जहाँ पे हमें reverse current मिल रहा है, that region we are supposed to say as Zener breakdown region. But in avalanche, what we have seen, these you will get after the 8 volt voltage. मतलब if we are giving the voltage that is 5 volt to 8 volt, there will be Zener breakdown. But if voltage is becoming greater than 8 volt, you will get avalanche breakdown. So here, as these electrons will move, they will accelerate, due to which kinetic energy will go to increase, and when they are moving they will collide with each other, due to which they will impart some of energy to the valence electron, and you will get there the current, reverse current, and that region we will say as the avalanche region. You can see here it is not sharply, it is the gradually changing, but here it is the sharp characteristics. Here the value of current is approximate constant, but here the value of current with respect to given VZ voltage, it is gradually changing. So we can say avalanche breakdown also as self-sustained multiplication. This word is very important. Self-sustained multiplication. After that, what we can say here, the Zener diode specification, in which we have seen you will calculate Zener voltage, breakdown voltage, and the best application of Zener diode is a voltage regulator. LED, it is working is exactly same as PN junction diode, only it will convert elect it will convert electricity into a light. So its symbol is exactly like a PN junction diode, except two outward arrows, because it is emitting the light. After that, we can see here the construction. It is having a cup like structure. After that, we have seen here LED will have two terminals. This we can say anode and cathode. You can see here how to consider which is anode, which is cathode practically also. If you see practically, cathode का जो होता है terminal, it will be bigger, larger as compared to the anode. As well as if you see here, cathode का जो होता है थोड़ा cross है, on the upward side you can see, but anode का जो होता है it is not a cross, it is a flat, but it is somewhat slanting of a cathode. So you can see practically also. After that we have seen the principle of LED operation. So here we are saying LED will be consist of gallium arsenide phosphorus or gallium arsenide or the gallium phosphide. These are very much important. You are supposed to remember these materials. And the current range which you will get with LED, that is 10 to 80 milliampere. And the voltage which we are supposed to give to the LED to make it on, it is 1.2 volt to 3.2 volt. These are the voltages. If we see, you can see here its VI characteristics. Only here we are supposed to draw the light because it is converting voltage, electricity into a light. And how it is converting linearly. You can see the output characteristics of the LED. After that, we have seen LED 7 segment display. This will be look like this. Why we are saying it is a 7 segment display? You can see here A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These alphabets we are using. But if you see from these LEDs, we will get the numbers, decimal numbers. These are nothing but you will get from 0 to 9. So if we are supposed to display any number, we can display by using that 7 segment display. So here you will get the LED 7 segment display that is of two types. It is common anode and common cathode. If this class get disconnected, you are supposed to join again. We will take up to 9:45. After that, we will leave. Okay. So common anode means what? Here, if we are combining all anodes of LED, we are supposed to take how much LED? 7, because we are saying that as a 7 segment display. तो हम यहाँ पे you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. You are supposed to take A B C D E F G H 7. After that we are using 1, that is, अब कोई बोलेगा कि मैम यहाँ पे गिनोगे तो 8 हो रहा है, but last one is nothing but the output. Last one is the output. We are using here only 7, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and last one is the output. That's why we are taking 1. So if we are combining or connecting all anodes together and we are giving power supply positive, and to the cathode via resistor we can make ground. So this is the common anode. Common cathode, exactly vice versa. Here we are supposed to connect all cathode combine. After that we are supposed to see photodiode, जो हम पढ़ चुके हैं. Photodiode exactly vice versa with LED. Here it will convert what? Light into a electricity. So the how will be the symbol? Exactly same like a LED. Only जो arrow थे outward थे, यहाँ पे invert रहे. You can draw like this also. ये जो circle है जो डायोड के बाद निकाला, इट इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट. यू कैन ड्रॉ और यू कैन स्किप. ओनली एक डायोड निकालना है और 2 इनवर्ट एरो, दैट इज द इम्पोर्टेंट. You can see its construction diagram also. So here the photodiode is a PN junction semiconductor. It is also operated like Zener diode in the reverse bias condition. It is also working in reverse bias. They will ask the question. रिवर्स बायस में कौन सा वर्क होता है? एक तो फोटोडायोड एज वेल एज द Zener diode. After that you can see here its operation. You can see its VI characteristics. कहाँ बताया है? थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट में, because we are saying it is the working in the reverse. If you see the first diagram, it is when we are giving the intensity, light intensity, or you can write here light also, with respect to output current, or you can say photo current. So here its value will be increasing and its value will be in the microampere. They will ask that question also on the unit. You are supposed to understand that. Okay, now Here we have finished our first unit. Now we can move to the so our second unit is nothing but transistor and op-amp, in which we have seen about the BJT. BJT is nothing but it is a bipolar junction transistor. It is a current control device. In the BJT, current will flow because of majority as well as minority. Matlab, we can say here, okay, so what we can say here, current will flow because of both carrier, majority as well as minority in the BJT. But MOSFET is a voltage control as well as it is a unipolar. It means here current will flow only because of majority charge carrier. And here if you see the best application of MOSFET with respect to BJT is low power switching application as well as it is smaller as than BJT. मतलब MOSFET का जो साइज होता है वो BJT के कंपैरिजन में कम होता है and noise generated by MOSFET is also low as compared to the BJT. So here we will see about the MOSFET. It is a field effect transistor. It is a voltage control device. If you see MOSFET, we are using in as analog as well as in the digital circuit. And here, वहां पे हमने क्या बोला था BJT there are two types. It is the NPN and the PNP. If you see, it is looking like that. But what is the difference? If you see in the NPN or PNP, जो बीच का होता है, how we will take moderately as compared to the remaining two. मतलब रिमेनिंग टू के कंपैरिजन में वो बीच का छोटा होता है बट यहाँ पे द सबस्ट्रेट विच वी विल टेकिंग एज पी दैट इज बिगर एज कंपेयर टू द सोर्स एंड ड्रेन एन टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर. सो हियर we will say there are two types of the MOSFET. These are nothing but enhancement and the depletion. Depletion where you will get the channel दैट इज नथिंग बट इन बिटवीन सोर्स एंड ड्रेन. यहाँ सोर्स और ड्रेन के बीच में फिर से और एक रहेगा तो उसको हम बोलेंगे चैनल. गेट इज आइसोलेटेड फ्रॉम द पी टाइप सबस्ट्रेट बाय यूजिंग सिलिकॉन डाइऑक्साइड SiO2 layer. So here we can say if we are supposed to use the MOSFET, their enhancement, no need of a channel. But if it is a depletion, channel will get introduced. So here we can say this will get the four types. Depletion will divided into two types, N channel, P channel depletion. Enhancement is divided into two types, N channel, P channel enhancement. After that, we can see here its length, width, all its perspective view and the cross-sectional view for the structure construction of the MOSFET. So if we will talk about the BJT. हमने क्या बोला है BJT you will get different type of configuration depending on which terminal we are supposed to take common in between input and output. There we will get थ्री कन्फिग्रेशन क्योंकि थ्री टर्मिनल है. एक तो हम बेस कॉमन रखेंगे, एक तो हम इमिटर कॉमन रखेंगे, एक तो हम कलेक्टर रखेंगे. सो यू विल गेट कॉमन बेस, कॉमन कलेक्टर एंड कॉमन इमिटर कन्फिग्रेशन. We are saying there the current gain factor, current amplification factor. If it is the current base, we will talk that as alpha. If it is the current collect common emitter, at that time we will say that as beta. And if it is a common collector configuration, we were saying that as a gamma. And how we will take that value? Output current with respect to input current. So here वहां पे क्या था जो वैल्यूज थे आउटपुट के वो किस पे डिपेंड थे करंट पे दैट्स व्हाई उसको हम करंट कंट्रोल बोलते थे बट हियर द वैल्यू ऑफ आउटपुट वोल्टेज इज डिपेंड ऑन द इनपुट वोल्टेज एंड इनपुट वोल्टेज वी आर गिविंग in between VGS. Output voltage we will taking in between drain and source. So if we are giving here 0 VGS, at that time you will get there two back to back diode. And when we will not giving any supply to the VDS, only we are giving supply to the VGS. What we are saying here, we will get two back to back diode that will be in series. and these back to back diode will prevent the conduction, so you will not get any amount of current. But when we are giving VDS also with some amount of VGS, if you will give the VDS, you will get there will be increment in the current. If the value of VDS will become higher than VGS minus threshold voltage, VTH, we have seen that we are saying that as VOV, that is nothing but overdrive, or you can say that is we are giving to the VDS, मतलब VDS का वैल्यू VGS माइनस VTH से ज्यादा बन रहा है. So here you will get the value of current will remain constant, and that region we will say as the saturation. It means MOSFET also will get divided into 3 region, but वहां पे जो सैचुरेशन था उसको हम यहाँ पे क्या बोल रहे हैं, नॉन सैचुरेशन. वहां पे जो रीजन एक्टिव था दैट रीजन वी विल से हियर एज अ सैचुरेशन. कट ऑफ विल बी सेम, एंड हियर you can see the diagram for, you can see here the diagram, that is the output characteristics, output current with respect to output voltage. Now you can see here, if the value of current increases with respect to VDS, we are saying that as a triode region, and it will happen when the value of VDS is less than VGS minus VTH. But value of VDS, VGS minus VTH या VOV, VOV मतलब VGS minus VTH, उससे ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगी तो वैल्यू ऑफ करंट विल रिमेन कांस्टेंट, एंड दैट रीजन वी विल से एज द सैचुरेशन. एंड जो नीचे का रीजन है एक्स एक्सिस, that region we will say as the cutoff region. So we can see here it is divided into 3 region, exactly same like a transistor. If you see here, you can see their symbols: modified N channel, simplified. What the drain and source you can take any, only gate is in between. जो मिडल का रहेगा दैट इज गेट, ड्रेन एंड सोर्स यू कैन टेक एनी. बट इफ यू आर ड्राइंग द सिंबल, इफ यू आर ड्राइंग द सिंबल लाइक इमीटर, सोर्स को तुम एरो बताओगे आउटसाइड, सोर्स को आउटसाइड एरो. फॉर कंस्ट्रक्शन यू कैन कंसिडर एनी, क्योंकि कंस्ट्रक्शन में क्या है, दोनों की जगह एक तो तुम एन यूज करोगे या फिर तुम पी टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर यूज करोगे. सो हियर वी हैव सीन द मॉसफेट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. After that we are supposed to see it is an operational amplifier. It is having 8 terminals. Here you can see its construction diagram. Here we are using number of transistor on a single chip, that's why we are saying as integrated circuit, IC, op-amp. It is 8 terminal. If you see, second terminal is reserved for inverting, negative input. Third terminal is reserved for positive input. Sixth terminal is reserved for output. Seventh terminal is reserved for positive supply voltage, जो हम supply देंगे. And fourth terminal is reserved for negative supply voltage, negative terminal. If you see 1, we are not giving any connection there. Also to the 5, so we can say that as offset null, offset null. You can draw ON, right, or you can write offset null, or you can write their balance. And at the pin number 8 we are not connecting anything, so you can say NC, no connection. So this is the construction diagram. We are saying ideal op-amp if its output voltage will be higher, मतलब voltage gain ज़्यादा रहेगा. Its resistance will be 0, output का resistance कैसे रहेगा, 0, so you can say 0 output impedance. Its input impedance will be infinite. Its bandwidth will be infinite. At that time we can say that as a ideal op-amp. Op-amp without feedback, if we are not connecting some output feedback to the input, we will say op-amp without feedback. And here gain is nothing but output voltage upon input voltage. So you can write gain equal to V out upon, if we are giving 2 voltages, you are supposed to take summation of that. तो हमने एक पॉजिटिव दिया है, एक निगेटिव, सो यू कैन राइट V plus minus V, that is the input voltage. So you can rearrange that equation, you can write V out equal to gain into V plus minus Vi. So this is the op-amp without feedback. Now you can see op-amp with feedback. So if we are giving the feedback, we can give two way. एक तो हम क्या करेंगे, फीडबैक पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल को कनेक्ट करेंगे, एक तो हम क्या करेंगे, फीडबैक निगेटिव टर्मिनल. इफ वी आर कनेक्टिंग आउटपुट feedback to the input to the negative, that will be the amplifier which we are supposed to use. And if we are connecting feedback to the positive terminal, its best application is oscillator. Remember that, they will ask the question on that. यदि हम फीडबैक पॉजिटिव को कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं, दैट इज नथिंग बट द नॉन इन्वर्टिंग एम्पलीफायर, बट इट्स बेस्ट एप्लीकेशन इज इन द ऑसिलेटर. और निगेटिव का बेस्ट एप्लीकेशन क्या होता है, एम्पलीफायर. मतलब यदि हमको एम्पलीफायर यूज करना है, वी आर सपोज टू यूज एज इन्वर्टिंग. सो यू कैन सी हियर द op-amp. When op-amp is configured any negative, we are saying there the input to the op-amp that we are supposed to take via feedback, and we will give their output terminal connected to the negative input terminal. That's why we can say that as a negative feedback, and its output voltage gain will be V out equal to V in into in bracket minus R2 upon R1. This is the required formula. ये जो ग्रीन कलर में फॉर्मूला लिखा है, V out equal to minus V in into R2 by R1. This you will require to solve numerical also, because this is the standard formula for the inverting. And for the non-inverting, V out equal to V in into 1 plus R2 by R1. You can compare both here. नॉन इन्वर्टिंग में यहाँ निगेटिव क्यों आ रहा है, क्योंकि हम निगेटिव को कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं. R2 को तुम RF भी लिख सकते हो, सम टाइम दे विल गिव द वैल्यू ऑफ RF. यू आर सपोज टू अंडरस्टैंड V out equal to minus V in into RF by R1. And if it is the non-inverting, V out equal to V in into 1 plus RF by R1. So here we have finished our second unit. So now all the best for you. Give your prelim exam properly. And now we can wind up our class. Now I will take your attendance, so wait for a minute.